Thank you very much. I am Bernadette D'Souza, and I am a judge in family court. And Judge Benitez, I think your message to us really resonated with me as a family court judge. So thank you very much. I presented yesterday my reflections on Professor Barber's talk. But on behalf of my colleague, Judge Joy Lobrano, who is the Louisiana Court of Appeal judge, she had to leave to tend to her mother. And so I will be giving you a very brief introduction to a full paper, I understand, has been submitted to all of us by Judge Lobrano. Dr. Karina Ochoa brilliantly describes our challenging task at this conference. The challenges of decolonization are not minor, because the way in which the world modern Eurocentric system is configured requires rethinking the colonial basis that support it. We need to think of a world where the possibility of the full existence of every human and non-human being is possible. That is, a world where the ethics of life displaces the non-ethics of death imposed by the modern colonial order. Generally, the action item is the commencement of the strategic development of a global network of local communities to collectively ignite and accelerate a powerful force of care, ethics of life, throughout the world to displace the current neocolonialism force of power, which is the non-ethics of death, which continues to rapidly and ravenously move throughout our world, leaving paths of destruction to our natural and human resources. Judge Lobrano recognized the lack of community-based human services and support and the need for juvenile and criminal justice reform to reverse the inferior and unjust treatment of our marginalized community members and replace it with equitable, efficacy, and compassion justice system based on the her community care model. There was a need for a new role of our justice system in her community. Dr. Raquel Irigoyen Fajardo recognized a similar need to decolonize the justice system as demanded by the indigenous, tribal, and Afro-descendant peoples who propose a new role for the justice system. The model Judge Lobrano proposes in her paper is to offer a sanctuary for a community to become a safe, healing, and hopeful place for marginalized community members, including undocumented children and their families, refugees, and asylum seekers. The model addresses the numerous concerns and systemic demands of our marginalized community. Dr. Raquel Fajardo perfectly stated that indigenous, tribal, and Afro-descendant peoples demand the effectiveness of a set of rights already recognized by international laws such as self-determination of people, the control of their ways of life, the effective recognition of their legal system, including their authorities, law, and jurisdictional functions from an egalitarian approach, as well as their right to political participation and to get free, prior, and informed consultation and consent. For a global network of local communities to become a collective force of care that will replace the current neocolonialism force of power, moving rapidly and ravenously through our world, local community leaders, judges, teachers, and doctors must first work together to promote resilient and healthy children, parents, and families, because only then will communities have the necessary solid operational foundation to begin the global process of achieving optimal decolonization. We must build the strong community foundation to achieve optimal effectuation of societal transformation. As Dr. Enrique Dussel explained, that it will be part of a second emancipation and the full decolonization of the common good toward a world without colonialism, the equality of the world common good, achieving a multiversal international struggle, now considering a growth project beyond neoliberalism, contempt for other races, from ideological Eurocentrism, from machismo, from a lack of ecological ethics, from a contempt for other cultures. Judge Lobrano states that her vision, one community care, one community at a time, can become a reality. Let us begin this movement at the Pontifical Academy of Social Sciences with the opening of a community care center in a community in South America and Africa under the leadership of local judges. Thank you.
You did great.
Thank you.